Like, sometimes art block is just depression. Sometimes art block is just a vitamin D deficiency. Hi, my name is Brie, and if you clicked on this video, you are probably in desperate need of help. Or you're just fucking bored. In which case, I am going to make more videos to, like, stop you in your boredom. Also, like and share and follow and subscribe and comment, especially comment, because, like, I need y'all's feedback. If you comment, you get, like, 60 awesome points, and the I don't know what I will do with those points, but if you get, like, 1,000 awesome points, something will happen. Shout out to everyone that wants to earn awesome points today. I feel like a kindergarten teacher saying that. I'm probably gonna cut that out of the video. Anyways, yeah, first video, I'm going to tell y'all how to get better at art and to reduce the amount of art block that you have. So that way, if you are having art block, you won't have it for very long. It'll just be a temporary thing. And you can follow, like, a step-by-step guide on how to get you out of art block. So that way it's more of like a routine. And it's not like, oh my gosh, I don't have any ideas. What is wrong with me? Ah, and then you start panicking. You just follow the routine. You follow the protocol. You know? Yeah. So that's mainly what we're going to be focusing on, is art block. But in the process, it'll teach you the process of how to create art so that it's more sustainable, and you'll just have ideas, like, constantly. Because we as humans do have ideas constantly, and I think there's a lot of, like, art block is not just like, oh man, I don't know what to draw. It's like a multifaceted problem that you have to kind of attack from all angles constantly to prevent it. It's like a preventative thing. You know what I mean? If you don't watch till the end of this video, I'll explain what I mean. So my first tip to prevent art block is to draw. Which, I know what you're thinking, Brie, if I could fucking draw, I wouldn't be watching this fucking video. Which I have to say, I know. But, what I mean by draw is not to, like, open up your sketchbook, have all these ideas, and, like, draw that. What I mean to draw is not even, like, open up your sketchbook, look in front of you, draw that. Because sometimes, like, a lot of people will say, draw anything, draw anything. And my thing is, I can't draw, like, and, like, sit there and look at, like, a still life or, like, a life drawing and put it on paper without, like, feeling some type of way about it. Like, I can't. I need some sort of, like, emotional stimulus, or else it gets boring. Like, I have to arrange the still life myself, you know? And that is kind of like blocked by art block. Like, obviously, if I knew what I wanted to draw, I wouldn't have art block. So yeah. What I mean by drawing is take out a sketchbook, open it up, and start making lines. Like, go back to the very basics. You don't have to draw anything new or innovative. It's more of like getting yourself warmed up and primed so that when you do have an idea, you won't feel scared. I feel like a lot of art block is just like a mental block in your head, and you get nervous and you think it has to be perfect when you have an idea, and you're not willing to execute it badly. An example of this, like, not really like drawing, painting related, is I do dance, and I went to a clinic a few months ago. Yeah, and we did mock auditions, so we learned like 6-8 counts, I think, of a dance, and then we performed it in front of a panel of judges, and they basically just gave us feedback in live time about what we could do to improve. And so I get there, there's like an 8 count of freestyling before the actual dance, and I did not know what to do. I was so nervous throughout the whole entire dance, and at the end of it, one of the judges on the panel says to me, next time, if you're in a real audition and you don't know what to do and you're really nervous, you have to get the nerves out somehow. And so she suggested to walk around in a circle, just like feeling myself, feeling the music, feeling the vibes or whatever, before I actually get started in doing the dance that's not the freestyle, like the actual choreographed part. Because one, it's super simple, and two, you're getting your body ready for, like, your brain being shut off, not completely, but like getting out of your own head. And you're also like getting your body ready to, like, actually dance. So it's kind of like a warm up, really, for the actual choreography. And I feel like that is applicable to any type of art, because at the end of the day, art is not just what you can draw, or if you're, like, good at doing realism. It's taking the ideas in your head and putting it down on paper, putting it down through writing, using movement of your body to showcase it. It's like, it's a muscle memory type of thing. So if you're not using your muscles, you're losing your muscles. You know what I mean? Like, what's that one lady that's like, move it or lose it? I think it's Jane Fonda or something like that. Like, yeah. That's the same thing with art. I know a lot of y'all are not athletes. Y'all like to stay indoors. Y'all like to do y'all's own thing. But you have to start thinking like athletes. Yeah. That goes to my next point. I'm about to sneeze. Um, I'm going to, like, if I get short, it's because I'm not sitting on my legs anymore and I'm losing circulation in my ankles. So I'm just gonna sit here now. Um, Point number 2, don't draw. Going back to the athlete analogy, we have to take care of our bodies and our medium or whatever. An athlete is like running every single day or doing whatever. They're training every single day, but they don't necessarily train hard like and go all out every single day because that's exhausting to your body. So they have recovery days where they do everything a little less. Like less, what is it? Capacity? What is it? I don't know. Basically, you don't go all out every day, fucking dumbass. You have to like pace that shit. Anyways, like you're gonna have days where you're like, woo, and you like, I don't know, you're making like 3 drawings or something. Like sometimes I have fucking manic episodes and I stay up all night and I like complete like 5 paintings in one night, and it's fucking insane. And then other times I'll have like a whole week where I don't draw at all, and I think you have to be okay with that as an artist, not doing the same thing over and over again because we are not machines and we will never be machines. And you can try as hard as you want to be disciplined and follow a very strict routine of creating a bunch of things, but what you're going to find is that you're going to be in a rut eventually. It may not be now, but if you lose the passion for it and you keep pushing through and you keep creating things, you're going to find yourself in a rut because that's not how humans work. Just like if you're an athlete and you're pushing yourself every single day, you have to know your limit. Otherwise, you're going to get injured eventually. Like your body doesn't like it when it tells you to stop and you don't take breaks. So basically, sometimes when you have art block, and it doesn't mean do nothing because recovery days for athletes aren't like doing nothing. You do something productive, but it's not directly like working out or something. A lot of the times it could be like stretching or maybe doing a different workout. So what that looks like for art is if I'm a painter and I paint every single day, maybe this time I don't paint. Maybe this time I try a new medium or a different type of paint. Just switch it up, like take a break. You know what I mean? Try something new. Maybe I'm a painter and I paint every day, but I have never been on the other side of it where like I consume paintings. Maybe go to a gallery, go on a walk, maybe read something, appreciate other forms of art. Be a human being. Go touch grass. Like some of y'all are cooped up in your room all day, all night. Y'all don't even know what the warmth of sunlight feels like. And I'll admit, like that's me sometimes too. But like a lot of the times, like sometimes art block is just depression. Sometimes art block is just a vitamin D deficiency. Did you like take care of yourself today? You know what I mean? Like there are bigger priorities in life than art. And if you're missing out on the big things in life, then what are you gonna make art about? Like what do you even have to say? Maybe that's why you have art block. Maybe you need to get a fucking life. Sorry. Was that the coldest read of all? No, but it's true though. Like some of y'all go outside and be a real human being and meet real human beings. And I kind of already touched on this. But the third thing is to try new mediums, which I feel like I already said a lot about, but I can go more in depth. Yeah, by trying new mediums, I don't only mean like, oh, I draw all the time and I've never painted and now I want to paint. I also mean like maybe not even in the art realm. Like switch to dance, switch to theater, switch to video editing. Try something new. Like drawing and painting is not the only way to use your creative muscles. And like I said, it's a muscle memory thing. It doesn't necessarily matter if you do the exact thing over and over. Certain skills are applicable elsewhere and it'll keep your like mind engaged. And you can maybe even like learn and maybe you can even learn like new things from the medium. For example, if you typically use 2D mediums a lot and you switch to a 3D medium, it can give you a better understanding of space. Or if you are typically an artist that like draws, I don't know, still lifes or something, and you're used to drawing like objects and not really thinking about like the meaning behind objects, and you switch to writing or storytelling, now you have to think about the words that you use and the intentionality behind everything. And I found that like studying English has actually made me a better artist. So yeah, this all kind of ties into each other. Like go touch grass, and then this is the most important thing I think. Once you find something that inspires you, write it down. Write it down, draw it, do something with it. Don't let it just stay in your brain. There's like a superstition where if God gives you an idea and you don't do anything with that, he'll give it to another person. So do it now. Do it scared. Just do it. This is not a Nike promo, by the way. Just putting that out there. I wish I was Megan Thee Stallion, but unfortunately, I'm not. Anyways, yeah. Basically, stop being a fucking and man the fuck up and go open your sketchbook and draw something. And if you can't figure out anything to draw, then go outside like a fucking real person and stop being just an internet girly. And yeah, experience life. And then when you get inspired, do something with it, and it doesn't have to be what you normally do. And yeah, please subscribe. You will subscribe. You will. You will.